I read human design charts for a living, and here's what I'd say if I were reading Blake Lively's chart. And friendly reminder, you can pull a chart just like this for free anytime on my website. It's feelgoodexpert.com. And the cool thing about my website is that all of these chart properties down here in pink are linked to free video explanations. So it is an on-demand free mini reading. But let's get into this chart. I'll lead by saying this person probably feels pretty misunderstood. And that is for two reasons, okay? If you have a 2 or a right here, that would be 2 5 5 2 5 1 2 4 6 2. Did I say 5 2 yet? Anyway, suffice it to say that a 2 or a 5, these are projected lines in human design, which means others don't exactly always see you the same way that you see yourself. So the 2 projects out and the 5 projects in, meaning like 2 is immersed in their own little world. They have their own hidden talents, their innate wisdom, and other people observe that within you. Fifth line, a lot of times people will project their problems on you or project who they think you are on you and then expect a solution out of you. Anyways, so if I see a 2 or a 5 in a profile number, it's safe to assume that this person feels somewhat misunderstood. The other thing that really stood out to me right away is when you pull a chart on this website, you'll be able to immediately see what is conscious and unconscious in your chart. So conscious is how we see ourselves, unconscious is how others see us. Conscious is on the pink side, unconscious is on the blue side, and you can see all of her definitions. So the energy centers that are colored in are unconscious. So other people might observe that in her, but it's hard for her to identify that herself. It's more what she hears from other people. So, for example, looking at the incarnation cross, so the sun and earth placements on either side of the chart, right here and right there, she's got the entire channel of charisma unconscious to her. And that's part of her cross of the sleeping phoenix. So it's not easy for her to connect and channel with her own charisma. And she's constantly running into these wake up calls around who she is, who she's with, and her identity in that cross of sleeping phoenix. And you see on the conscious side with gates 59 and 52, spirituality, family, connection are going to be things that are probably more important in her experience or in her mind than all of the fame. But when we look at these placements, it's typically not the thing that comes most naturally to us. Our incarnation cross we often refer to as the purpose that you earn. So you get to rise from the ashes after having a wake up call, looking around, having to burn it all down, and then start over. She's actually got that gate 59 in 3 different places, dealing with themes of both shyness and openness. And anytime someone has the same gate in multiple placements, I just say that means emphasis. So a real emphasis on boundaries, who we allow closest to us, who we are welcoming into our tribe or not. So suffice it to say, what we see on the outside is probably very different than what she's experiencing on the inside. The other thing that I'll mention, speaking of like outside and appearance, she's got digestion, direct light, and her appearance in general is very bright, very sunny looking. Environment, shores, obviously, being in LA, close to shores, design, sense is taste. So being able to present themselves in a tasteful way, being able to choose clothing and different things like what would I call that? Like interior design, things like that. Being able to do that with some sense of good taste. And lastly, I'll say some things she may be struggling with: ambition and drive, how to predict or manage emotions, and then, of course, mental pressure and our perspectives on life. Let me know how I did. I'm not like a huge fan. I really don't know very much about Blake Lively at all myself. I don't watch the news or consume a lot of media. But this is what I would just generally say, right? Reading the chart. And I'll do a few more if you guys like this series.